can you tell us Sorry, can you tell us about a project that you did in your CNM course which was most memorable to you?
Okay, the most memorable one was this homelessness documentary that I filmed in, I forgot what year was it, but it was in year 3. Yeah, it was quite an impactful experience because it was very hard to get it approved. Yeah, like you first need to get approval from my prof, and my prof was quite adamant about it. Not because she didn't like the idea, but she was just unsure how we are going to execute it and how we are going to get approval from other parties like the government bodies and like how we are going to get interviews for the documentary. So this documentary we needed to have I think around 2 or 3 interviewees. Yeah, we needed to provide a very structured and balanced perspective on the homelessness issue in Singapore. But we reached out to a government body,
Okay.
and this government body was just like drilling us
Yeah.
about why are we going to publish this homelessness documentary. So they were very
They weren't helpful.
they weren't helpful, and they also had their own agendas that they wanted to push for. Yeah.
Right.
So when our agenda didn't match with their agenda, they were quite freaked out about it because obviously it will influence the mindset of whoever's watching it, right? It's uploaded on YouTube. So when
We'll link it in the description.
yes, go watch it.
Is it still public?
Yeah, it's still public. It
Alright.
surprisingly did well. Like it had over I don't know how many thousand views, but it was
Oh, really?
yeah. A lot of people were commenting on it. And then they were like saying, well done to the producing team. I was like, yes.
Well done to me.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
quite a fun experience also because our team was all girls except for one guy. And we had to film at night. We had to film between like 10 p.m. to maybe 3, 4 a.m. Because we wanted to get a sense of how the homelessness people lived like, right? And
at
it's very
night, yeah.
hard for us to spot homeless people. Like we always often think that homeless people have a certain way that they look like. But in actual fact they are just like us. We can't tell like whether this person is homeless or not. And they take care of themselves lah. That's why it's very hard for us to identify. So going out at night to shoot, that's when we get to see who are these homeless people. Yeah, but of course it's quite dangerous also because we have to go to like East Coast Park and yeah, we went to Chinatown also. We went to like the alleys, the back alleys and everything. It's dangerous if it was all girls.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but-
there was that one guy
Yeah,
protecting.
that one guy
The
was
one guy is bodyguard.
Anything, just throw him in front, right?
that one guy was our savior.
Right. So how do you approach these homeless people? Like, do you just go up to them and say, "Hey, are you homeless?" Or like, what was your approach?
No, we didn't approach the homeless people. We kind of like observed them from afar, and then we filmed them, but we blurred their faces or we took angles that didn't reveal their faces. We did try to approach them, but they were kind of hostile towards us, which is understandable because like that person is just trying to sleep, man.
Right, and you're disturbing them.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone came up to me at 3 a.m. then wanted to interview me while I was sleeping, I'll be very annoyed.
Yeah. We actually were supposed to get, I think, 3 homeless people interviews, when we liaised with the government body. But then when we went down to their HQ, then they started like drilling us. Then we were like, okay, I guess the interview's not gonna happen.
Right. So who did you use for the interview? You said you needed like 2 to 3 interviewees, right?
So in the end, we used only one. We only had one interview. This interviewee was a academic person.
Like a prof or
It's not really a prof, but
they're in
she's a
academia.
research student, research graduate student.
Mm.
Then she published this article or
On homelessness.
research article. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess so.
Okay.
The video doesn't have any homeless. Like you didn't interview any of the homeless people, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, which was unfortunate for us.
But you managed
Yeah.
to meet them.
Yeah, I managed to meet them. But we didn't manage to get any obvious footage of them because they wanted to keep their identities private. Yeah.
And like the privacy, right? Their
Yeah.
own privacy.
Which was quite a challenge for us because that means that we have to abstract the whole concept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because like people wouldn't get the whole idea. Like they can't see it for themselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, I think I found it right. So there's 244,000 views.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's actually
Yeah, that's
quite
amazing.
crazy. And I see it's like directed by Atikah SK.
Do you get any backlash from the government body after you publish it? Did they reach out? To
Yes,
you?
they did, but I just ignored them.
Really?
Yeah, they did. They were like, I noticed that your video has gone up.
Yeah.
Could we get a reply from you?
What did they want actually?
Yeah.
Probably for the video to be taken down.
Ah, really?
I don't know. Because
Wow.
at the last moments of our production, right? They wanted us to submit the video to them first before we submit it to our prof.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Did
you
you do that?
didn't.
But I didn't because we were so tight on time. Like there's no way I can wait for your feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you uploaded it first, or you sent it to your prof first?
The submission was uploading it on YouTube.
Oh,
okay.
So it could be a private video, right?
Yeah, I know, right? But that
Never mind. 244k views is actually a lot, and the other homeless videos on YouTube are mostly by CNA Today, and some other videos. Maybe one more from our grandfather story, which is a Singapore
Yes.
local YouTube channel.
yeah.
Wow, 244k. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
Very impressive.
very impressive.